Hi, it's Lou from Christian Faith and Fiction. I'm going to share with you some of the books that I can find that are Christian fiction books that are releasing for the first time in November 2022. Hey guys, so there are tons of books coming out in next month. I think I've found 16. If you know of any more, please do leave them in the comments. I'll leave a link to my blog post in the description below if you want more details on any of the books or their Goodreads links. I'm just going to read out the first sort of part of the description. I think I'm going to have to put my glasses on to read today. So in historical fiction, releasing on the 1st of November is The Brilliance of Stars by Ciesielski, and this is published by Thomas Nelson. Amid the chaos of the Great War, two master assassins risk it all for love. Washington, D.C., 1914. Ivy Olwyn knows how to survive on the streets without 2 coins to rub together, but when she finds herself whisked into a secret society that seeks to maintain the balance of good and evil in the world, she can't believe there's more to life than just surviving. The first day Jack Vale meets Ivy, he knows she is not to be underestimated. The second day, he knows his heart will belong to no one else. Between sparring bouts and constellation gazing, Jack takes Ivy under his wing and the two form a bond that soon turns to love. His Delightful Lady Delia by Grace Hitchcock releases on the 1st of November, and this is published by Bethany House. Delia Vittoria's mother has lost her voice at last. After 5 years of being her diva mother's understudy, it is time for Delia to assume her place as the lead soprano on stage, behind the Academy of Music's faded velvet curtain, and she is all that stands between the Academy and its greatest threat, the nouveau riche's lavish new Metropolitan Opera House. Kit Quincy never misses opening night, but when his sister begs him to help her get her husband out of an Italian opera star's arms, Kit confronts the wrong Lady Vittoria. A Daughter's Courage by Misty M. Bella releases on the 1st of November, and this is published by Bethany House. After accidentally destroying the intricate chalice her people have treasured for over 100 years, Charlotte Durand sets out on an expedition in search of a skilled artisan who can repair the damage. What she expected to be a 2-day hike becomes much more daunting when a treacherous snowstorm sets in. The last thing Damien Levitt needs in the middle of a mountain blizzard is to tend to another person, but he can't leave behind the mysterious woman he found half frozen at the edge of a mountain lake. Caesar's Lord by Bryan Litfin releases on the 1st of November, and this is published by Revell, and this is in the Constantine's Empire. So I'm not sure that I can read out the description of this one because it's continuing a story, but it is set during the Roman period, during Constantine's empire, and following Roman warrior Rex and Flavia. If you want to read that description, go ahead. Otherwise, I think I can read the bottom bit. Bryan Litfin brings in his epic Constantine's Empire series to a thrilling close with this dramatic tale of struggle and redemption. Passages of Hope by Terri J. Haynes releases on the 1st of November, and this is published by Barber Fiction. Discover the story behind the secret passageway. Walk through doors to the past via a new series of historical stories of romance and adventure. Gracie Kingston begins renovations on the Philadelphia house inherited from her grandmother and finds a secret room. It is connected to a house nearby, the home of William Steele, the man known as the father of the Underground Railroad. I don't know why am I having such difficulty pronouncing R's today. Beneath His Silence by Hannah Linder releases on the 1st of November, and this is published by Barber Fiction. Second daughter of a baron and a little on the mischievous side, Ella Pemberton is no governess, but the pretence is a necessity if she ever wishes to get inside of Wickhorn Manor and attain the truth. Exposing the man who killed her sister is all that matters. Lord Sedgwick knows there's blood on his hands. Lies have been conceived, then more lies, but the price of truth would be too great. The Blackout Book Club by Amy Lynn Green releases on the 15th of November, and this is published by Bethany House. An impulsive promise to her brother before he goes off to the European front puts Avis Montgomery in the unlikely position of head librarian in small-town Maine. Though she has never been much of a reader, when wartime needs threaten to close the library, she invents a book club to keep its doors open. The women she convinces to attend the first meeting couldn't be more different. A wealthy spinster determined to aid the war effort, an exhausted mother looking for a fresh start, and a determined young war worker. In Mystery and Suspense, Honour's Refuge by Halle Bridgeman releases on the 1st of November, and this is book 3 in the Love and Honour series, and it's published by Revell. When she was just 5 years old, Melissa Braxton watched her father take her mother's life. Separated from her sister Lola at that time, Melissa grew up with a strong desire to help those stuck in abusive relationships. It's why she became a family therapist and opened a domestic abuse shelter. After losing a leg to a gunshot wound in the line of duty, Phil Osborne has felt like a man without a purpose until he hears Melissa's story and decides to use his Special Forces contacts to track down her missing sister. Sundown by Susan May Warren releases on the 1st of November, and this is book 3 in the Sky King Ranch series and is published by Revell. Former Delta operative Colt Kingston knows when someone is lying. He may not know the truth, but he sure doesn't trust Tay, the woman who is caring for his ailing father at Sky King Ranch. Behind those beautiful blue eyes, he can tell there's a troubled and smart woman. A few of her stories prove true. He's found the crashed plane and the dead body inside. Still, her story of survival seems too incredible to believe. And Targeted by Lynn Eason, Lynn H. Blackburn and Natalie Walters releases on the 1st of November, and it's published by Revell. In this novella collection, an FBI computer hacker, the vice president's son, and a CIA officer each find themselves in the clutches of merciless criminals. These thrilling stories offer excitement, intrigue, and romance and hit the bullseye every time. That sounds like a sales pitch rather than the description, but that's what I could find. In biblical fiction, The Hidden Prince by Tessa Afshar releases on the 8th of November, and this is published by Tyndale. The beloved daughter of Jewish captives in Babylon, Karen is sold into Daniel's household to help her family survive. She becomes Daniel's most trusted scribe while taking lessons and swordsmanship training alongside Daniel's sons and their best friend Jared. But after a tragic accident changes the course of her life, Karen finds herself in a foreign country charged with a mysterious task, teaching a shepherd boy how to become a lord. When she overhears whispers that hint at his true identity, she realizes she must protect him from the schemes of a bloodthirsty king. In fantasy and sci-fi, Aberration by Cathy McCrumb releases on the 15th of November, and this is book 2 in the Children of the Consortium series, and it's published by Enclave. This is the description for book 1. The Consortium is all, but Recorder can no longer obey. Recorder has no family, no friends, and no name. Donated to the Consortium before birth, her sole purpose is to maintain and verify the records. A neutral implant and drone ensure compliance, punishing for displays of bias. Suddenly cut off from controlling technology, Recorder tastes what it means to be human, but if the Consortium discovers her feelings, everyone she knows will be in danger. In romance, Authentically, Izzy by Pepper Basham releases on the 15th of November. This is published by Thomas Nelson, but it's not listed on Amazon as Christian fiction, so I am expecting it just to be clean fiction. Dear Izzy, I feel certain there's a book-loving man living relatively nearby waiting to speak bookish to you till death do you part. You just haven't met yet. Izzy Edgewood is a wannabe bookstore owner, quote, king, and the Lord of the Rings nerd, who has been waiting for Prince Charming to sweep her off her sneakered feet. But it's hard to meet people when you spend more time with fictional humans than real ones. which is why her pragmatist cousin, Josephine, decides to take Izzy's future into her own meddling hands and create an online dating profile for the hopeful romantic. Her Christmas Redemption by Toni Shiloh releases on the 29th of November, and this is published by Love Inspired. Can she find a second chance on a town's holiday wish list? Organising her church's Christmas Wishes programme is the perfect start to Vivienne Dupree's new life, one without the shame of her recent mistakes. But as she grows closer to co-coordinator Michael Wood, she's even more determined to keep her past hidden. Like the Wind by Robin Lee Hatcher releases on the 29th of November, and this is published by Thomas Nelson. Olivia Ward arrived in Bethlehem Springs alone, with no job, no home and no money, after her manipulative ex-husband used his power and wealth to destroy everything. 6 years later, the peaceful life she rebuilt is once again turned upside down when she learns that her 15-year-old daughter Emma will be coming to live with her. The reunion should be a dream come true, but years of deception have driven a wedge between them, and Emma seems more interested in an old diary she discovered than reconciliation with her mother. Tyler Murphy knows what it's like to lose everything. Propelled by his history in the foster care system, he's determined to root out dishonesty and protect the most vulnerable through his work as an investigator. And finally, in contemporary books, What We Found in Hallelujah by Vanessa Miller releases on the 29th of November, and this is published by Thomas Nelson. Another storm is on the horizon for the Reynolds women, and the only way out is to go through it. Good things never happen in November, at least not for the Reynolds women. It was the month they lost their patriarch, and the month when 14-year-old Trinity went missing during a tropical storm. So Hope Reynolds isn't surprised when it becomes the month she walks in on her boyfriend kissing another woman, or when she receives a panicked call from her mother about a mistake that could cost the family their treasured beach house. Meanwhile, Faith Reynolds Phillips is facing her own financial struggles. Okay, so plenty of books coming out in November. Let me know what you think of them down in the comments, and if any of them are going onto your wish list for the future. And if you happen to have read any of them early, also let me know if any of them are worth picking up. I hope you're having a really great reading week, and until next time, God bless. Bye!